Most people think the right hunting rifle is the one with the highest price tag, the flashiest stock, or the logo everyone recognizes at the range. That idea sounds good on the internet, but it falls apart the moment you are cold, tired, and standing in real terrain with one clean chance to put meat on the ground. This project from Scoper 90 Degrees is not about safe queens or showroom rifles. It is about 5 working bolt guns under $700 that have earned their place in the field where mistakes cost more than money. These rifles were chosen because they survive mud, snow, rough handling, and long days off the road, while still delivering the kind of accuracy that actually puts food on the table. Some of them surprised me. Some of them confirmed what serious hunters already know. But every one of them belongs in this conversation. Over the next few minutes, we are going to cut through the marketing, look at what really matters, and find out which of these rifles you could trust when everything else stops working. Savage Axis II XP is where this list starts because it represents what a true budget work rifle is supposed to be. This is not a rifle that tries to impress anyone at the range. It is a rifle that exists to be carried, bumped, and still put bullets where they belong. In most shops, it sells between $500 and $550, and that usually includes a factory-mounted Bushnell 3 to 9 power scope, which already puts it ahead of a lot of rifles in this class. The heart of the Axis II XP is the AccuTrigger, and for the money, it is one of the best factory triggers you can get. Mine breaks right around 3.5 pounds. Clean and predictable, which matters far more in the field than people like to admit. The 22-inch barrel is free-floated, and while it is not threaded, it consistently prints around 1 MOA with common hunting loads like Federal PowerShock and Hornady American Whitetail. That kind of accuracy means you can take ethical shots without worrying about the rifle being the weak link. The bolt is simple. A 2-lug 90-degree throw, not the smoothest on the market, but it locks up solid, and it has never failed to feed or extract in my experience. The synthetic stock is basic but functional, and it does not swell or warp when it gets wet or cold. Objectively, it is not refined, and it does not have premium features, but subjectively, this is one of those rifles that just keeps working no matter how little you baby it. For someone who wants a no-nonsense deer rifle or a reliable backup for rough conditions, the Savage Axis II XP is one of the safest bets under $700. Mauser 18 Savannah steps things up in both refinement and hard-use capability. And that is what makes it such a dangerous competitor in this price class. You can usually find it between $580 and $650, depending on configuration. And for that money, you are getting a rifle built on real Mauser DNA, not just a budget action with a famous name slapped on it. The Cold Hammer forged 22-inch barrel is threaded from the factory, which is a big deal if you run a suppressor or a brake. And the Cerakote-style Savannah finish does a great job of resisting rust, mud, and blood. Accuracy has been consistently sub-MOA for me with quality hunting ammunition like Hornady Precision Hunter, which puts it in the same league as rifles that cost far more. The 3-lug bolt with a 60-degree throw is smooth and fast, and it clears optics easily without forcing you to lift your head off the stock. The adjustable trigger comes set around 2.5 pounds and breaks clean without creep, which makes precision shooting in bad conditions much easier. Objectively, the 18 Savannah is one of the best-built rifles in this entire group, with solid bedding, a reliable 3-position safety, and an action that feels tight and durable. Subjectively, it feels like a rifle designed by people who expect it to be used hard and put away wet, not pampered. If you want a rifle that blends old-world durability with modern features while still staying under $700, The Mauser Mateen Savannah is extremely hard to ignore. Mossberg Patriot Predator is one of those rifles that catches people off guard because most shooters still think of Mossberg as a shotgun company. But this bolt gun proves they understand hunting just as well. The Predator usually sells in the $500 to $550 range, which makes it one of the best values in this lineup. The 22-inch fluted barrel is free, floated, and threaded, giving you the option to run a suppressor or a muzzle device without any extra gunsmithing. With standard hunting ammunition like Hornady American Whitetail, this rifle will hold right around 1 MOA, and it does it consistently, even after being knocked around in a truck or exposed to bad weather. The lightning bolt action trigger is adjustable, and mine breaks just under 3 pounds, clean and predictable, which is exactly what you want when your hands are cold and the shot matters. The spiral fluted bolt is not just cosmetic, it cycles smoothly and clears optics without interference, even when you are running gloves. The synthetic stock is light and durable, and while it is not beautiful, it is built to be used, not admired. Objectively, the Patriot Predator delivers accuracy and reliability that easily compete with rifles costing much more. Subjectively, it feels like a rifle designed for hunters who actually spend time in the woods instead of on the internet. For anyone building a practical hunting or survival setup on a budget, this Mossberg belongs near the top of the list. CVA Cascade is the dark horse of this group, and it is the rifle that surprised me the most. Most people still think of CVA as a muzzleloader company, but this bolt action proves they know how to build a modern working rifle. Prices usually fall between $600 and $650, and for what you get, that is extremely competitive. The 22-inch cold hammer forged barrel is free, floated, and threaded, making it suppressor ready right out of the box. Accuracy is one of its strongest points, and with federal gold medal match or quality hunting loads, it regularly prints sub-MOA groups, which is impressive at this price point. The 2-lug bolt with a 70-degree throw cycles smoothly, and the oversized bolt knob gives you a solid grip, even in cold or wet conditions. The stock is reinforced with aluminum bedding pillars, which helps keep the action stable and your zero consistent when the rifle takes a beating. One of the biggest objective advantages is the Remington 700 footprint, which opens the door to aftermarket stocks and triggers if you ever want to upgrade. Subjectively, this rifle feels like it was designed by people who actually shoot in the field, not just on a bench. It balances well, it feeds clean, and it inspires confidence every time you cycle the bolt. For hunters or preppers who want a rifle that punches far above its price tag, the CVA Cascade is a serious contender. Ruger American Predator closes out this lineup, and in many ways, it represents the most complete package of the 5. Prices usually fall between $550 and $650, depending on caliber and configuration. And for that money, Ruger delivers a rifle that feels purpose-built for real-world use. The Cold Hammer forged 22-inch barrel is free, floated, and threaded, which gives you suppressor compatibility without any extra work. With ammunition like Hornady Precision Hunter, this rifle consistently produces sub-MOA groups, and it holds 0 through rain, snow, and rough transport. The 3-lug bolt with a 70-degree throw cycles fast and smooth, letting you stay on target for quick follow-up shots. Ruger's power bedding system locks the action into steel blocks molded into the stock, which gives the rifle a level of stability you normally do not see in this price range. The Marksman adjustable trigger breaks clean at just over 3 pounds on most rifles, making precise shots much easier under stress. Objectively, this rifle combines accuracy, durability, and modern features better than almost anything else under $700. Subjectively, it feels like a rifle you could grab in the dark, trust with one shot, and never second guess. If I had to choose one of these rifles as an all-around working gun for hunting and survival, the Ruger American Predator would be very hard to beat. That brings us to the end of this Scoper 90 Degrees field review, and now it is your turn. If you have run any of these rifles in real conditions, drop your experience in the comments so the rest of the community can learn from it. If you have questions about calibers, setups, or which of these rifles would fit your style of hunting or preparedness, ask them below and we will cover them in future videos. Make sure you stay connected with Scoper 90 Degrees for more no-nonsense gear reviews that focus on what actually works when it matters.